Hello and welcome back. Today we will be setting up a static IP address on the server. I have a note here that tells me to not forget to set the run level. So let me go over here and use the run level command to take a look at the run level. And so it's telling me that we are on run level 3 and that we have previously been on run level 5. So I want us to be on run level 5 so that we can use the graphical user interface. So let me do that with the systemctl command. And actually, let me take you on a quick tour of the manual page with the man command. And so I will use /set default to look for the set. I know in here, D. I just need to spell it correctly. So the set default option will set the default target to boot into, so that every time it boots, it will boot into run level 5, the graphical.target. So let me look for isolate forward through this file, and let me search backward. Is it backward? Aha. So the isolate option will stop the multi-user.target and start the graphical.target. So I'll press Q to quit out of this, and clear the screen. And now up arrow to replay the last command. And now we're on our graphical user interface. I'm going to log in as root. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this for the Mate desktop. I mean the Mate terminal, actually. Zoom in. And hopefully that's good. All right. So IP address shows me that the EMP0S8 interface is well, it exists, but it doesn't have an IP address, so I need to change that. So let me list the etc sysconfig network scripts directory, and we have network scripts here, and of course we have one for EMP0S8. Never mind. All right, and clear the screen, replay that last command, and then I'm going to right, and then I'll press Control A to get to the beginning of the command, but you can also press Control E to get to the end. So Control A brings me to the top, the front of it, and so now I'm going to use the cat command to display the contents of this file, and we can see that on line 4, the boot protocol is DHCP, and on line 15, on boot equals no. So I want to change that without using the text editor. So I'm going to use up arrow to get that file path. I'm going to go Control A, get to the top of that command, and then I'm going to use the stream editor. And then I'm going to make a copy with the .copy suffix, and my specifics are going to be in single quotes. And at line 4, I want to make a substitution. And then at line 15, I want to make another substitution. And for that one, it's going to be from DHCP. I want to disable DHCP. So I'm going to make that none. And then I want to change that no to a yes. And done. And then I'm going to press Control R. I want to make a search, and so I want to do ls. I want that. I just typed L actually, so you can see L in those single quotes, and so it looks through my history, and I'll cover that later. But it looks through my command history for any command that begins with L, and I found that. I'm going to use the right arrow key to keep that. Now I've kept it. I'm going to press the Enter key. And now we can say we have created a .copy file while we have changed the original file. So that's what I will want. And now I'm going to scroll down a bit, and I'm going to press Control, get that back. Okay, now I'm going to use the echo command, and echo will just display strings to the standard output. So it's perfect for me when I want to add strings to, or actually just text, to this file. So this is our, actually hold on one second, I need to look in my IP addresses folder. So okay, server is supposed to have .2. Okay, great. Just no, not that one, the other one. Okay, good. So .2 should work. And then I'm going to use \n and some backstory. The -e option allows me to use \n as the new line character. So it will print this line, and then it will go over to a new line and then print the next line, and that is the network mask. Okay, and just to explain, the greater than symbol allows me to add this text to the file without overwriting it, whereas the greater than symbol just by itself will. So I want to be very careful to add, but not to, delete the other characters there in the file. So, yeah. So now let's Control R and then cat. Okay, that looks good. That looks great. So now let me show off this command. These are two of my favorite commands in Linux. If down, if up. So interface down and then interface up. Okay, so IP, and now it has an IP address. So great success there. And now I'm going to move on to the next part, which is accessing a server by remote using PuTTY. So I use PuTTY all the time, and here's the link for it. And I'm going to install it. Just double click, press next, and then that file path is fine. And okay, I use the default options. Oh, well, excuse me. All right, now we've opened a PuTTY window. I apologize, this is very, very small print. Very small print. So I already have a server entry here. I'm going to press load, and as you can see, I have a saved session called server, and I have the IP address and the port here, and I'm using SSH to log into it. And over here under appearance, I have I'm going to press the appearance, and I'm going to press change, and you can see the font sizes that are available to me. I use bold 14. It's a preference, and as soon as, if I wanted to change this, I could just change. Maybe I'll change it to that, and I'll press OK, and then I will press session, and then I will press server, and then I will press save. So let me go over to server. I'll load. It has different information. I mean server one, and then I'll go back to server, and I'll load it back, and then I'll look at it and see it has been changed. So let me look at what else I can say about this. Nothing much else. So the next episode will be logging into graphical and text mode consoles, and I hope to see you then. All right, thanks for watching.